We are going to talk about the passive voice. A passive sentence is a sentence in which the subject doesn't perform the action. In fact, it receives the action. When do we use the passive voice? We use the passive voice when we are talking about something in which the subject is not really known. For example, somebody cleaned the room. Or when we are talking about something everybody knows. For example, the cleaner cleaned the room, or the Egyptians built the pyramids. For doing a passive, the best thing is to follow some steps. The first step is taking the direct object or the indirect object and put it as a subject of the passive sentence. In the example, I eat an apple, we take the direct object as the subject. Then, the following step is add the verb to be in the tense of the main verb. In this case, the verb to eat is in the present simple, so we add the verb to be in the present simple. Following step is writing the verb, the main verb, in the past participle. The past participle of it is eaten. And finally, we add the by phrase, which is something that we don't really have to do all the time. Okay, when we have other tenses, we might have problems with this. That's why I said add, not to be. Some tenses, for example, the present continuous, already have a verb to be. So what we have to do is to add another one. If we put one, we have two now. So again, first step, present continuous of the verb to be. We have two verb to be's now, not only one. And then the participle of the verb followed by the by phrase. Okay, if you follow these steps, you will probably do a perfect passive sentence. Remember, some verbs do not have an object, so we can't turn them into passive.
Jack runs so fast.
If the active sentence begins with no one or nobody, the passive sentence will be negative.
Nobody turned on the light.
So the passive sentence will be
The light was not turned on.
If there is a preposition between the verb and the object, the preposition will remain after the verb.
They talked about the issue.
So the passive sentence will be
The issue was talked about.